It almost seems like it's snowing right now, which is weird in this game. Hello everyone, it's SK95, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, he managed to complete a mission involving a new character known as Phogy. And this time though, it is time to actually start a new mission. An affinity mission rather, and this one is one that I should have done earlier, but did not have access to. This one will take us in Oblivia and it's only level 13, so I'd recommend doing this very early. A good time to start talking, buddy.
Talking? Okay. Well, I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of life on Mira. In fact, the other day, Wait, you look like I'm babbling. Why are you even here? Oh, I get it. You must have seen that posting on Mission Control, right? My apologies. It's nice to meet you. I'm Phog. I'm a little surprised, actually. I didn't think anyone would accept my request. This is the best thing that's happened to me all month.
Let us sort his thoughts out.
Okay. Thanks for letting me take this at my own pace. You're very patient. I've finally got my thoughts together. Let me explain the mission. Basically, some of the data probes installed by the Pathfinders have been acting up. Trouble is, they've got their hands full with installation. So now it falls to the Prospectors. And me, specifically. We rely on data from those probes when gathering ore and other resources. And now, we're being asked to investigate the cause of the malfunction. Frankly, I think it's ridiculous that we should be given such a dangerous job. Besides, field investigation and combat aren't exactly my forte.
Go and propose.
Already? Wow, that was fast. I wish I could be that decisive. But you're right, we should go have a look. Oh, I suppose I should mention the location, huh? Sorry. They're in Oblivia. We need to check out a few different probes, so might as well start with the closest one.
Alright, the Phoggy Dilemma. Some of the data probes in Oblivia seem to be malfunctioning. Look at it with a Prospector Phog.
Right. If we can resolve the issue, the Prospectors can get back to work. Let's do it for New LA.
And Phog is able to join your party for this one. So, let's give HB a break because he does not need it. He's another Wing Viper, so he's not exactly too different from regular Wing Vipers. Out of all the Wing Vipers in the party, though, he's not too different from what you're used to. He has backslash, he has upper hand, he pretty much has the same things that you're expecting from a Wing Viper. Nothing really all that out of the reach, except for two arts, like last time. Well, his unique arts I'll explain once the game tells me about him, because I like waiting till the last minute. Anyway, Master Edge for Phogy, really useful. I'd recommend getting this one for him. Crit chance increase of melee weapons. And then finally, Nail. I completely forgot about her. Jeez, I'm smart. This Aura Assault's actually very good when she has an aura equipped, which means, and use, this means her damage output will rise up really good. Anyway, let's go to Oblivia. Oblivia is the location we need to go to. Now, the pro placement site you're going to is 302, not far. And we're here already. It's not hard to find anyway. Oh, yeah. Technically speaking, I could fight that thing. I conceivably can fight that. Oh, dang it. Now I know what's damaging me. First, this weather. Yeah, I don't like electromagnetic storm because it just damages me too much, and I really don't like dealing with it for too long. By the way, for anyone who's noticing, yep, I did not close the game and reopen again. I simply don't do this unless I have to, but it depends on the situation. Let's just make sure we're decently far away before we start checking the probe. Looks like it's been damaged by other animals, probably, and indigens. Besides that, though, it's gonna be a little bit of a walk to try to not get too close to this enemy, because remember, this is a proximity enemy, not a sound-based enemy. Let's check the data probe.
Strange. This isn't what I expected to see. Data probes are normally buried underground. Why is this one sitting here? Well, that explains the problem, but not the cause. Let's try another site.
One problem down, a billion to go. Next data probe is actually nearby other data probe sites. If you want to do this, you can actually find data probe sites on the way there, so it's actually very convenient your first trip. I actually would recommend doing this because it's actually far easier. Now, the probe itself is found across the beach, so yeah, I gotta go past enemies again. Yep, it's part of the course, really. I'm not too surprised by it anymore. Really, the game likes throwing a billion enemies at me just to make my day longer. Usually, I try to make sure I do enemies out of the way, but it's gonna take some time getting to do. There are level 30 enemies around the area, so you can keep an eye out, but we're on level 25. I think we'll be fine to fight them. Except that one. Yeah. See his level 40 enemy, I'm like, nope, except that one. Pretty much. Yeah, that's usually part of the course with me. Not too surprised. And there's, of course, always hidden enemies in Oblivia. Oblivia is an area you're going to be going to a lot. So, the next chapter, ironically enough, is going to be Oblivia to a degree. It will be more important for later. But first, let's get this probe out of the way and put this in first before we even bother with the data probe mission. A little bit too convenient for me, wouldn't you say? And more probing. Nice indeed. I have another Frontier Nav probe site. Anyway, storage probe available. We finally get more storage. Anyway, another data probe. Looks like it's also been ripped out.
This probe's been pulled out of the ground as well. It's like something is going around and intentionally digging them up, or something. Let's head for the next site.
Super sus. And the next one is actually back at the first site. I don't know why either. Believe me, I'm just as stumped as all of you. I don't know the reason why they made me go back to the first site. I don't get it either, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna kill these guys out of the way because I'm sick and tired of dealing these enemies at once. I just want to get the enemies out of the way because they are gonna waste my time, and I'd rather not accidentally smack them while I'm trying to look for something. Let's go to the first probe site and see what the data probe has in mind. And now I'm standing on it.
This one's pulled out of the ground just like the others.
It's obvious it's being dug up.
Right? Wait. Haven't we been here already? Apologies. That's my mistake. My brother was always yelling at me to focus. He used to say the only mistakes I made were stupid ones. I guess I haven't made much progress on that front.
No one's perfect.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate your patience. I promise it won't happen again. Okay. Well, there's nothing else for us here. Let's head to our actual destination.
He's a person to double check something to see if he's correct or not. Not a bad thing in a person, mind you, but believe me, he does it a lot. He's kind of the person where you are going to notice that cutscenes do drag on a long bit. It's more or less because he needs to get his thoughts together in order to keep it going. Honestly, I'm similar in a way, where I need to get my thoughts together before I actually make a sentence and statement. It's like I do for Let's Plays as well, because I need to make sure I'm processing my thoughts. And it appears we are fighting mechs again. It's been a while since we last did this.
That explains it. The ganglion have been digging them up. And here I thought a 100-meter worm was forcing them up as it burrowed. I'm almost disappointed. Right. Sorry, what were we talking about? Oh, right, the ganglion. So what should we do about it?
Well, we should get rid of them.
I suppose there's no way around it. we stop them, we stop the damage to our probes. I'm not a fan of combat, but I'll do my best.
Finally time for a fight again. Hello, Monarchs. And then I'm gonna do this first. Hey, I'm trying to hit you. Let me hit you, please. Analysis. Your analysis is very, 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 very off. Xenoblade. I love doing that way too much for my liking. Woo! I love doing that. Ew, there we go. And Incinerate Edge. There we go. Nice. Now we're going back up to the skull again and Nipper Strike. Meh. Not threatening in the slightest. Anyway, it's toppled. Yep, and then I'm gonna finish it off with Incendiary Edge while it's toppled. I was so hoping in vain. And why is she almost dead? Oh, no. We got caught by the Tyrant, and the fight ended, thankfully. He's gone.
Are you hurt? I'm okay. Just tired, mostly. It's been ages since I fought like that. Still, I'm glad it's over. And you made it possible, so thanks. It was reassuring having you along, you know? Almost like being by my brother's side again. Maybe even better in a way. It's actually kind of odd to feel this comfortable with a stranger.
I'm gonna take more missions together with him.
That's very kind of you. It's been ages since anyone counted on me for anything. Pretty sure the last time was when I was 21 and Fry had me buy his scotch. I'm always on my own, so I can join you most any time. Until our next mission, then.
Phogy Dilemma is now done. Yes, it's a quick one. And we got experiencing money. Phog has Crisis Zone and Sky High as his abilities of signature arts. He's a prospector, which is unique for him. But first, let's go talk about him and actually see his arts. First things first, of course, like I was talking about before, Sky High and Crisis Zone. He reduces auto attack intervals, which means the cooldown is shortened, and the lower his HP is, the higher damage he gets, and he also gets continuous HP. Really useful to have. Sky High is his main art that he gets is unique. It basically does physical damage, boosts damage in melee combos, and it inflicts stun. It's a very good combination art, and I actually do like it, but besides that, Phog doesn't have too much. It's way too overestimated with him. Besides that, though, he's pretty useful as a party member. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Before we do anything else, I want to get some area done out of the way, and there's actually one particular area I want to go to in order to get past that and actually get Oblivia's more of the locations unlocked before we head off back to do some normal missions, because I usually do Affinity mission, then basic normal missions, and then get them out of the way, because it's a bit more convenient. Now, there is a pro placement that I missed over here, and we cannot get the one above the area because it's above a pondless pit. We're not going to be able to get it ever. There's going to be enemies coming up, so I'm going to cut these battles out. It's not exactly hard to understand. Hi, how are you? Wonderful weather we're having. The end battle quotes are always funny to me. Anyway, with that battle out of the way and completely done, we can finally climb up these stairs and go up top. This tower is actually required in order to get to the pro placement site. I missed it on my first trip because I was more focused on trying to get the story done versus anything else, and that's mostly my fault. But besides that, we're pretty much fine. And Prone Warrior. I have no choice but to fight. Yeah, no choice. There's no way to dodge it. Even though you can hang on the wall, there's abilities later that will allow you to do it, but I'd rather not. Boom. And then topple you again, and then flame grenade, and then boom. Your name on it, and then back. Ultra slash. I was so used to almost saying backslash for a second. Couldn't resist. There is a prone over there, and he's not turning to our direction, so we can actually slip past him. This is 303, which is actually a decent site to get to. Not exactly out of the way, though. You're gonna want to get this one for another link. Well, it is a decent link, nonetheless, but there's still more links to be done. Honestly, the links in Oblivia have always been a headache on your first trip. It's not like the area is easy, don't get me wrong, there's harder, but this probe site makes it much more awkward. There's no real way to get there right now. But besides that, let's actually do some normal missions before we head off. So there's actually several normal missions I want to do that I actually will do. So let's actually go to some of them that are, well, not exactly hard to find. Let's go back to Commercial District for this one. The first on our many agendas is actually over here by this guy known as Justin with a damaged car. It was one of the earliest normal missions in the game. Yeah, this car's yours, buddy. Then it's your own fault. Blades aren't allowed to park here, see? Well, I heard rumors there were ruffians going around haunting Blades, and now here you are. This is my lucky day. Let me guess, you rocket scientists used to be Blades yourselves, right? But something set you off, so you left to form this gang. How pathetic. And here I was thinking you'd be something special when you're just a common pack of thugs. It's almost disappointing. You got a big mouth, Pipsqueak. I bet it would look better if I knocked a few teeth. Please, I have no interest in low-level chumps like you. I fear I'm something more of a traditionalist, you see. Either give me a great evil worthy of facing justice, or don't waste my time. Enough of the fancy talk. Put your dukes up before I end you. Oh, I wholeheartedly encourage you to try. But be warned, agents of swift justice always step forth after a chump drops a cheesy line like that. Part of me doesn't want to, but I should. See? More Blades? This is supposed to be an unfair fight. Why are you wussing out on us like this? You got lucky today, Blade. Might be not so lucky tomorrow if you catch my drift. Come on, boys. Let's make the like bananas and split. Ugh. Thank you. I think you just saved my teeth. I just heard talking about a gang that was causing mischief around here, so I decided to take a look and believe you and me. I didn't need to look very long. But alas, those ruffians saw fit to wreck my ride. I'm at a bit of a loss what to do about it. And you know about his attackers? What's to tell? I hope they were villains of vision and character, but they turned out to be common street thugs. Not to say this whole incident hasn't been a waste, though. I met you, and you seem to be something of a major player. Oh, I almost forgot. My name is Justin, and I'm a Blade. It's good to meet you. And you're Crick, huh? Well, you got yourself a new fan, Crick. Since you seem to be a cup of a cloth of a hero, do you think you can help me find some replacement parts for my poor car? With the right parts, I'll have it repaired in no time. I'll just stay here and think of some heroic questions for you while you're gone. Look forward to it. We are missing one. Darn it. I almost had all of them. I knew you'd accept. You'd be the type to say yes, no matter how absurd the request may be. Because you're an agent of justice. Such things are in your DNA. I am no hero. The classic hero response. Bold of action, yet humble of spirit. One such as yourself would never brag about your dare doing. In any case, where do I need a pair of Andros radiators? Got it? Thanks a million, hero. I know I was butchering a lot of the sentences there, but the guy was making it way too easy. And there is a item here we want to grab that's actually required for an energy clip. Yeah, that mission and also the appearance of that one, you're pretty much forced. The admin question we need to look for, by the way, is literally by here. You can go here, grab it very quickly. Super simple, straight to the point. Really not much of a concern about this one. It's honestly probably the easiest one to grab out of all the things in the game. If you really want to grab one, my personal opinion, going to where the Grexes are at high level, the high level enemies that you remember correctly, the Strats are actually probably easiest, but I recommend nighttime so that way you don't fight. Because level 50 will kill you automatically, and I'd rather not see anyone die accidentally. Pretty much that's the main thing I'd recommend for this area, but besides that point, there is one next to this burb. Oop. And now we can finally complete that mission out of the way. He waited like several hours. Oh man, he must be thinking of so many questions. Ugh, I can't tell anymore. For hero, for justice. I can't help it. It was just too easy. All right, he makes his way too easy. Yes, you can walk through cars. Here is your things. So I was thinking, a hero needs a strong overriding will. So you must have some deep personal motive for hating evil, yes? Wait, let me guess. They killed your parents before your very eyes. No, wait, you were bitten by Right Dr. Scorpio. So many references. I'm not down doing that. Nope. I see. Perhaps the fight for justice needs no reason. Maybe I'm overcomplicating things. Complicating things. You think? This is why I wanted to talk. It feels as if my ideal hero is becoming more real before my very eyes. You'll pass through all the trials laid before you. Overcome with every craven trap, weather each tragedy. And then, in the grand finale, everyone, even your us worst tormentors, will come together to sing your mighty praises. I stripped all necessary details away to create the perfect morality tale, and I love it! The whole reason I listened to it was to find this story. I could not hope becoming a hero myself, but I knew one would come along eventually. I just knew it. Just take the parts. Oh, right. I got a little bit lost there myself there. Almost forgot I had asked for those Andreas radiators. Let it go. Did you find everything? Yeah, here's 2 of them. Perfect. I'll have my auto fixed in no time. You're giving me so much more than car parts today, hero. Please accept this as my way of saying thanks. And that's pretty much easy. This is your first hollow figure, by the way. It's pretty much the only ones you can get. If you come across anyone else in need, just be sure to lend them a hand. You're a paragon of justice for us all now. Just skirt the issue. How bold of you, for a true hero is unwilling to make a promise he might not be able to keep. But alas, you are a blade, and a time will come when you have to fight for this fair city. Anyway, I should probably get going. I'm a blade, after all, nothing impressive like you, of course, but a fellow seeker of justice nonetheless. I don't know when I will see you again, but I feel a fate of hand at work in our meeting. As long as you continue to walk the path of justice, our destinies are intertwined. We meet again. Let it be as comrades in battle. Onyx says, enough of all the drama. Yep.
So listen.
That's, oh my goodness. Like, that mission is so much drama all at once. Like, I understand they had to do that like that, but come on. It's that long. Hey, Victoria, how's it going? What is this mission? The Fashionista. Oh, that's a long one. I'd rather not do that long one. It's actually way too long for me. I know those missions are top the head, and I really don't want to do super long missions unless I have to. And I do know which one we could do right now, and it's, ironically enough, very easy to get to. One of them in particular is actually by, well, an area that we haven't been to for a lower level missions. Now, Fashionista is decently long, I guess, but it's because you have to walk a long way, and I'd rather not kill my throat talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And talking. Yeah, pretty much.
Hello.
Coughing. Hey, you being interested in mirror and anchoricism? Sorry, that came out of the blue, didn't it? Look, don't run. I'm not trying to recruit you into a cult or anything. Help. I'm just searching for a kindred spirit. Alright. Wait, really? Oh my gosh, you're the first person who hasn't dismissed me out of hand. My name is Sullivan. I'm a botanist. Ever since we arrived on Mira, my lab has been blessed with one fantastical specimen after the next. The biodiversity here is simply dizzying. Might as well tear up the doctorate I earned back on Earth and use to wipe my floor. But really, this is great news. Never seen such fertile ground for academic curiosity. Even the leaves. Have you noticed the leaves? Most of have these little. I don't want to hear it. Am I rambling? Rambling. You're bored. So sorry. Let me get back to it. To get to the point, like your assistance in my research. I'm sure you know there's a huge forest area northwest of NLA. We call it Noctilum. The plant life there is unlike anything seen on Earth. I expect the marshes are deep within that forest and might hold a specimen of extreme importance. I've been informed by many parties that collecting this specimen will be no simple matter, but I'm thinking someone like you should be able to handle it. I request 3 samples, only one to experiment on, one to archive, and one to display so that public's appetite for science may once more be welted. Mirren ecosystem is shrouded in mystery and intrigue, but this intrigue will be the shaft of light which pierces the veil. All science hinges on your help. Not exactly a hard mission, so this one's going to take you back to Noctilum. So, ironically enough, we're going back to areas we've been to before. Ironically enough, it's actually far closer than you may appear to be. There are a bunch of missions in Noctilum that we can do, but I'm not going to do them right now because I like to keep it simple to go through areas, and if I'm going to do a mission in Noxulum, I'd rather save it for another day and not do it now because it takes a while to do so. Besides that, though, it's pretty much a no-brainer how easy these missions can be. So you can just walk through here, get over there very quickly. We have a lot of enemies that are getting closer to our level, which means we can finally start fighting things that are around our level for once and actually get some decent experience. Higher level enemies, no matter what, always give more experience than lower level enemies, and I'm finally getting out of the field with that one. Sadly though, nowhere near level 50, that's for dang sure. So there is what we were talking about before, level 34 enemies. We can finally go and encounter them, and you can fight them legitimately in order to survive. Not too difficult to deal with them, but they are annoying nonetheless. Besides that though, yeah, more of the same. There are level 40 enemies over there. Yeah, pretty much suicidal if you want to fight them. But besides that point, let's get back to where we were back in the Industrial District and finish this off. And we're back. Very, very short. I usually cut the loading screens because I'm pretty sure no one wants to see long loading screens. Even the Switch 2, no matter what, has loading screens.
Is there hope?
Ah, yes, hello. Tell me, how goes the specimen collection? Here you go. Astonishing. Yes, thank you. These are fine samples, truly. I heard speculation about these specimens' unusual properties, but this... No, I mustn't draw any conclusions before a proper investigation is completed. Hypothesis and evidence are and so forth. Yes, yes. And yet, I think it's possible that this plant was harvested from actually exists outside of all known Murin ecological chains. It's bizarre, but in the most delightful way. Life on this planet shocks me each and every day. Speaking of which, I realize this is something that's a surprise request, but might it be possible, I do hope that it is, to enlist your help in gathering another set of samples and a different specimen? Water drains from those marshes you see, forming a river. The river's currents carries a multitude of seeds in their future homes. Importance of these seeds cannot be overstated. It must be studied in minute detail if our analysis on life on Mira is to advance to the next stage. I need an archive specimen, a test sample, a displayed sample, a training sample, a buttering up sample for sponsors, and a bonus sample for a birthday present. So yes, 6 samples in total. A hefty sum, I know. They're all vital to our continued function of science on Mira. Thank you, assistant. You have my eternal gratitude. Bruh. Yeah. Pretty much a long one, but I can't really help it. Ironically enough, this actually gives me an excuse to go up to that last probe placement site. It's actually a very good, decent excuse to get to there. However, that placement site's actually funny to me because it's actually 2 things I can do out right here. One item in question is up here. You only get this item unlocked and alien records used if you have the skill from off the record first one. This one in particular has 200 experience, 10,000 credits, and 5 battle points, a melee attack up 7, and that's pretty much the big thing about it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now, ironically enough, there is another treasure over here, and I will grab it on my way there because, 1, it's literally dumb easy, it's literally close by, and 2, you can literally see there's another item over there that's actually required for a quest later in the future. I might as well wait on that, though. I'm not going to do the quest and force myself to grab items from the quest I don't have yet. Rather wait on that. Intensifier 2. Alright, that's decently helpful, I guess. Not exactly what I was really hoping for, but besides that, though, can't really do much about it. There are Scorpios around the area, by the way, in case you're wondering, so yeah, keep an eye out for them. Also, those merciful Delius are around the area as well. You can try to get the pro placement site, but however, you're going to wait a while before you even do this mission, and believe me, this mission is going to take a while to get done in order to get over to that placement site because there are Scorpios hiding on the other pathway. So, yeah, you got to be a little bit concerned. Besides that, though, you have to collect those several items. However, the pop-ups, not easy. If you want me to be perfectly honest with all of you. If you're probably wondering, what is it considering? It considers those dots that you were talking about before? Yeah, those are the items you're looking for. Yeah, not funny, is it? So, ironically enough, you can actually slip by these guys and actually, you know, pass them. However, these guys are going to attack you no matter what. Right? These? Okay, fine. Alright, I hate doing this. I really do hate doing this, but I don't have much of a choice. Ironically enough, you can slip by them, but it's not easy. Now, This is literally suicide. I think I'm gonna be the smart guy and just have Nail in the front and use Shadowrunner immediately. I know she has Blood Sacrifice.
Blood sacrifice. Build a rhythm with melee attacks. Let's go.
Run. 217 has been collected. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And now I'm about to run out. Nice.
Let's go.
Okay, I avoided everything like the plague. Thank goodness. That was literally dangerous. So we're basically going to swim around and go and find the items. I want to switch my party members. Please and thank you. Right, you can't switch in the water. That's one thing I don't like. It's the fact that you can't switch in the water. If everyone's in the water, you can't swap your characters. I don't know why. It's just weird that the game basically locks you out of switching if you're in the water. One of the weirdest things I'll never understand why they have as a blockage for this game. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Besides that, though, the item in question you're looking for is not up there, thanks, game. There are some around the area, though, so we're probably going to get jumped by one at least once. There we go. Yeah, as you see, level 12. However, if you're outside my level range, I'm completely and utterly safe. So, besides that, though, I think there's one more around this right side, if memory serves it correctly, but I'm wrong. I'll just go in my merry way. Yep, I was wrong. I was wrong entirely. The Scorpios are a bit out of my level range. I'm a little too low level to even attempt to bother with them. You can fight enemies above your level. Nothing is stopping you. However, as you can see, there is an issue. That is why. You can't tell where the head is. So, what does that mean? Yep, that's what I was worried about. That does not count as top-ging you. I swear to goodness sake, that is not fair. Ow, ow, ow. Everyone else is dead but me. For goodness sake, game. I know it's entertaining to do that to me, but come on. That is not fair. Yeah, this mission basically forces you to go through areas that are basically suicidal. There is only a few ways you can do about it to avoid it, and it's blood sacrifice plus the effect of Shadowrunner. Yeah, and because somebody died, guess what Nail has to do? I swear to God, if someone literally has a phone ringing, can you please answer it fast? That's literally all I'm asking.
Shadowrunner.
All right, run. We're gonna need to run as fast as possible because this guy is literally gonna attack me as soon as I'm not careful. Okay, come on. Run. No. Grab it. Run. Just run. Just run. Just keep running. 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 Okay, we're out of there. Okay. We still have a lot more to go because that's actually just the last painful area we have to be in. But besides that, though, not exactly as bad as other areas, but we are still missing one more. I'm dumb. Very dumb. It's really literally over here. Not exactly hard to find. I always do this. That's done with that. We're finally done with this mission. I can finally go back to the freaking thing. Lesai. Welcome back. Judging by your demeanor, I anticipate good news. Take this and leave me be. Yes, precisely the specimen I desired. Or, of course, it said desired, only in the sense that it was vital to my research. Not that I right then. I'm impressed you actually bought the samples for storage, research, display, training, sponsor kickback, and birthday purposes. You are a wonder, sir, and a champion of Miran botany. Though your actions may not make it into my research paper, know that the results of your work shall live on for all time. If nothing else, please look upon your contributions with great pride. Oh, and you'll be pleased to know I finished analysis of the samples of the first specimen you brought me earlier. It's shocking, really. The plant changes on a cellular level between morning and night to become a wholly different organism. It goes beyond any conventional division of the word plant. Well, it's an entity, I suppose. Another long list of assuming shattering of things on Mira. I will realize gathering those samples was not easy. You have my sincerest thanks, kind sir. If I require hard to obtain samples again in the future, I will let me in your services once again. Yeah. For storage, display, training, sponsor, gift, award, propaganda, and our personal use. Hey, one can never have too many samples, right? Remember, it's all about science! And we're done with that, finally. Good grief. Force 4A, for whatever reason, level 5 is ridiculous, and that's actually required to open more of the map. I am not kidding. It's really stupid. But I think we're about done here for now. I think we'll end this off right here. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, it's time to check out some missions here near the test hangar and see what we have available to us. See you all next time.